Well, believe it or not, world markets continue to rally despite the UK election results, the Comey testimony, a lot going on. We're going to bring in our friend Mike Eppel at 680. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Melanie. It's the familiar pattern that we have seen this year so far. In the face of uncertainty on the political spectrum specifically, stock markets just churn higher. In fact, this morning we should see some records right off the bat for the U.S. benchmarks. The NASDAQ yesterday, the tech sector, was at a record following the Comey testimony. The London stock market benchmark, FT100, in the wake of the UK election results, where Theresa May did not get her stronger majority, quite the opposite. Stocks are up 0.75%. The British pound is down by pretty much the most since the Brexit referendum, but that is actually being seen as a positive for investors because that'll help the export stocks. It's all interlinked, and the gauge that tracks fear and loathing in the market, the so-called VIX index, close to a record low. So again, world markets powering higher. We've got the price for oil on a miserable path this week, down about 4%. It's opening above $45 a barrel. Canadian dollar just above 74 cents, ahead of the unemployment statistics due later this morning. Are we overtaxed, undertaxed, or just right? The Fraser Institute's in with its annual survey and says today is Tax Freedom Day. They calculate all the taxes we pay to various levels of government. They also include a lot of things that the Broadbent Institute says we shouldn't be calculating when we talk about how much tax we pay. But it's this ongoing debate about how much we pay to the governments at various levels and whether or not we get value for the money we shell out on a yearly basis. And Hudson's Bay Company stock quickly, Melanie, will be in the spotlight today because the Bay last night announced 2,000 job cuts, major reorganization of its operations after a quarterly loss on the first quarter results. Send it over to the studio.